YouTube gives out a silver play button to those that have reached 100,000 subscribers. But I didn't want to wait for someone else to recognize this important milestone. This tree stood on the farm for years, so I cut it down, let it dry, planed it down, and then shaped it into this. All because of 1,000 people believing in what you're building. It deserved something solid, like this. Today, we seal this milestone into wood. And I will also be putting this photograph on the back side right here. This is where it all started. Before the subscribers, before I even started a channel, before any milestones. I can always remember this is where my beginnings were. So let's just continue till we hit 100,000. Let's go.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step by Lao Tzu.
Welcome to Shore Woodworking DIY. So I got myself a little piece of wood that I got from the farm. I was chopping down some trees with the chainsaw, and I thought I would keep one little piece for myself. I let it dry. This was over 6 months ago. This is pine. This is over 6 months ago. It's quite dry. So I wanted to keep this piece from the farm to make my 100,000. My 1,000 subscriber YouTube plaque. So I'm gonna make one out of this, and then I use some contrasting wood as well. So let's start working on this thing and see what we can do with it. Let's go. My name is Roderick. Some may ask, why even make your own play button, yet YouTube gives out these things for reaching certain numbers? I think the first play button comes out at 100,000 subscribers. The one that I predicted for my channel, it's coming there one day. But for now, 1,000 subscribers means a lot to me. As you could see with the quote of 1,000 miles, it all started with one subscriber, my wife. Now we are at 1,000 subscribers. But why even make a play button? Because this is a DIY channel. We don't buy things, we build them. I hand planed this piece of wood till one side was completely flat, and then once I was satisfied and there was no wobble on it, I sent it through the thickness planer, starting from 8 centimeters, planing it all the way down to 3 centimeters. This made a whole lot of dust chips everywhere. I don't have a dust extractor, so this is what I had to work with for now. I used my track saw to get a straight edge, then I made a 90-degree cut from that straight edge. Quick question, when did you start getting into woodworking? For me, it started around 2020, where I pretty much learned everything from YouTube. Just watching and trying out new things, and a couple of years later in 2023, this channel was born. Now that I've milled up my wood into this nice clean piece, I decided to make a template of the play button out of some scrap wood first, rather than risk ruining the wood I'd already worked hard on. There's this quote by Pablo Picasso that's always stuck with me. The meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. For me, woodworking is that gift. Not because I was great at it or something like that, but because I couldn't stop learning. Day in, day out, I was watching YouTube videos, absorbing everything. Starting this channel is a way of giving that process away. The mistakes, the learning, and the building. This contraption I'm using right now is just a jigsaw that I stuck under my table. I needed it in a previous build of a Punisher camp chair a while back. I'll link it in the description if you're interested in checking it out and how I made it, but it's pretty useful when doing such cuts. Now you can see my workbench is pretty much in a bad state. I've already worked on an update of my workbench. That video is also going to be coming soon. I think I'm energized now that I've reached 1,000 subscribers. I've got so many videos in the pipeline. I just need to edit them out. You know, with YouTube, people don't really explain or let you know how tricky or difficult editing is, preparing voiceovers, music. Hey. When I started this thing, I really didn't know what I was getting into, but I felt like I needed to do it. But it's pretty fun though. I think I like editing. I started editing on CapCut, but then a friend of mine suggested that I go on to DaVinci. But DaVinci's been kicking my butt lately. It's just got so many things. And CapCut is so nice, it feels like I'm using a phone and it's like boom, 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 I'm out. And I can push out the videos faster. So on this video, I went back onto CapCut again. Yeah, video editing is interesting. I learned it with this channel. I knew nothing about it. But CapCut is the easiest one to start on. These hardwood strips I'm gluing up are the contrasting background to my play button. I let them dry up overnight, then I went back to work on the play button itself. Okay, I got another quick question. Is it called a play button or a YouTube plaque? Because I've seen different ones. There's these ones where they write their congratulations, but then there's this other one where it's like the inside of this thingy, just that inside part only. Is that one called a play button, and then the plaque is the one with the words? So this wood, initially I thought it was pine, but the way it's so hard, I'm thinking it's hardwood. Because when I'm working on it, my blades are having a difficult time. I saw with the planer, even now with the jigsaw, smoke is coming up everywhere. It's getting burn marks. I think it's more of a hardwood. I just don't know what it was. But it's some sort of a hardwood. I got this second-hand Triton router at a Cash Crusaders near me. It cost me only 900 Rand, which is around $57 to my international folks, which is a hell of a bargain since a new one runs you around $450. It will be a perfect addition for a router table in my new workbench, which is going to be coming up soon. There's a lot more awesome builds coming through on Shore Woodworking DIY. If you're liking the content so far, please remember to subscribe so we can just continue this journey of building together. Thank you for doing that. Road to 10K now. Let's go! I got a little bit stressed here when things got stuck, but it just needed a little bit of persuasion and then we were back on track again. Before gluing up the chevron background, I needed to make sure that all those burn marks from my router were gone and everything else was sanded all the way up to 220 grit sandpaper because I won't be able to get back there after I glue it up. Then I glued everything up together, taping it together with some painter's tape. When it comes to the final part, the plate button itself, it was quite tricky to get it secured. It was busy slipping around everywhere with the glue, so I had to give it a minute before adding weight on it, which was a battery, and then I left it overnight to set.